What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Marvel Contest of Champions, and this is the Goldblum challenge, and I believe this is the third challenge that's been set up this way, where you pick how many paths you want to do before you go to the final boss. Previously, you had to fight that final boss all 6 times, and there's only one path each time. But like this setup, but it seems like it's getting easier and easier each time they do it. Not saying it's a bad thing, but what made this one much easier than the last one is there's no evade champs. So basically, if there's no evade champs, or now what's his name, Mephisto. If Mephisto was in here, then that would be much more difficult, I would say. But yes, I decided to just show path number 6, just because it is so long and I wasn't doing a live stream. If I was doing a live stream, then I probably would have went through all 6 paths. But yeah, so up first is Thor, as you already see, and he just has the unblockable first. So you don't want to get hit by the first either way, but this case you can't block it either. And you already know the strategy. Get as many stacks of Furies as possible and take off, do as much damage as I can. So that's why I brought in Hyperion. He was my heavy hitter for this quest. I really don't have many heavy hitters. It's just basically him and Captain Marvel. Up next, Jane Foster, Thor. She has unblockable special 1, but it's not really unblockable. So I'm not even sure why they even put that in there. I guess just to enhance it, make it stronger in case you did get hit by it. But as you will see in this fight, I believe you can block it. But the plan going in here was take Rogue and get her cornered for most of the fights, and just keep power draining, power stealing. So I evaded it there, but I think the next time I actually just go ahead and block it. Yeah, see, just went ahead and blocked it there. And if she's under 1 bar of power, or clearly under 1 bar of power, then I just go ahead for the attack right after the special. So see, as soon as she got up there, just went ahead and did another combo. But there are times where she had 1 bar of power, so I didn't want to do that just in case she launched her first special. And then there's other times where it just knocked her under 1 bar of power. So going into that final hit, I wasn't sure if she was going to have a bar of power or not, so I just didn't do it. But I don't think she ever stood up and fired off her 3rd special, so maybe I could have gotten away with it. But maybe if I would have attacked, then she would have fired it off. But this fight goes a bit longer than the other ones just because she is stun immune. So I'm waiting for heavy attacks and special attacks, and for her to finish combos with a medium attack or something like that. Then I go in. I could try intercepting, but I figured just play it safe. So one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, as you saw, I only have 1 path left in this round, and basically what it was is I did 5 rounds. I had the same team, except instead of Ghost Rider and who's the other person, Mordo, I had Dormammu and Vision, and I just brought in a power drain team, and that was going to be the plan. But after round number 2, I stopped using Vision, just because he doesn't power steal, or he doesn't health steal on the power burns, because those are direct damage. So you're not getting that health back. And then for Dormammu, he just doesn't hit very hard, and I brought him in for what's her name, Angela, and because she, between the Mystic Ward that's on the node, and she kind of has a Mystic Ward built into her signature ability. The fight was just taking too long. I think round number 5 it took over 200 hits, which this one took over 200 hits. But yeah, that means that this fight right here would have been so much longer. So I brought in Mordo because she does have this adaptive node. So basically all I'm going to do is spam my second special. So I come in. I could have charged my heavy attack and then launched that, but I didn't want to deal with heavy attacks. Just wanted to focus on getting to 2 bars of power and then firing that off. So see right here, fire that off, and she starts off ticking at 294, and by the end of the fight, degeneration is ticking at like 980. So each time that she gains one of these buffs, it just goes up and up. Plus she has the she either has armor up, fury, or I think the third one is crit precision. I think that's what the third buff is. So yes, precision. So she has a buff on her at all times with those, and then every 10% of health that she loses, she gains a regen. So yeah, Mordo, probably the best person to bring in. In the early fights, you could probably use Voodoo, but like I said, she has that Mystic War built in, and Voodoo has to nullify in order to cause the poison. But a fun person to use would be Loki, because he's going to steal that regen along with, what is it, the Fury, all the buffs. He's going to steal all the buffs and fuel that Mystic Dispersion. So I'll probably go back one of these days and do a fight with Loki. He is rank 4, but yeah, I'm gonna try it out, see how it goes. So what is this, 4th fight? We have Hulk and another easy fight. He does have that, what is it, Optimus and Outlast, so he gets all that extra armor towards the end of the fight. But bring in Hyperion, my heavy hitter, and do as many heavy attacks, stack as many furies, bait out that second special whenever I can. I can evade that first, but I'd rather evade the second one. I should have thrown my third special there, but I was trying to get another fury in before throwing my third special, and I ended up losing 2 furies before that. So tried to evade that second part of that special, but I don't know, couldn't get it. So in this fight, I'm getting a lot luckier with the stuns from the second special than I was in the previous fights leading up to this. Facing off Hulk, I should say, because whenever I would face off against him and I did the second special, it just was not triggering stun at all. But I knew he wasn't stun immune because I was parrying him and landing the heavy attacks right afterwards. So just wasn't getting lucky with the stuns, but like I said, a lot luckier in this fight. And I am evading the first special, but what was it? After I finished with round 4, I went back to round 3, and I think probably the first fight that I did against Hulk, I had Gwenpool, and I went to evade the first special and mistimed it. So luckily that didn't happen in round 4, but it did happen once in round 3. So that's why typically I try to push him to that second special, because if that happened in round 3 or round 4, fight would have been over. But yep, I go in for the finish there. We go 102 hits. So I think the highest so far was 201 hits. Anyways, Doctor Strange up next. He has the brute force. That's the thing. So If you don't land a hit within 6 seconds, every 6 seconds I should say, then you go into degeneration, and that is 100% of your health over 30 seconds on top of the degeneration that's already going on. So yeah, brought in, this was originally what I brought Vision in for, was to face off against Doctor Strange, but I figured that Rogue was good enough to take care of him. Didn't play as well as I did this path as I did in the previous paths. I didn't have to bait out the first special like that at all. I just got him cornered and took him right out with the attacks. I didn't get too lucky with the attacking him when he popped up in this fight. Every time he popped up, almost every time he popped up I should say, he came up blocking, so had to rely on parries and heavy attacks. But I got it that time. But yeah, like I said, most of the time I didn't get it, I don't think. Okay, got it 2 times in a row there. I could be wrong. But yeah, a couple of times, I think the first two paths, 2 times I fought Doctor Strange in round 4, I used Vision, and then the next, what was it, the next 2 times I used Dormammu, and then I used Rogue after that. Which the thought with Dormammu was I'm always going to have that degeneration on him, but since I'm not buffed up, I didn't have any attack boost or anything like that going on, the degeneration was only 65 per tick, so not a whole lot. Yeah, Dormammu, he doesn't hit hard, he doesn't degen that much unless he's on some boosted node. So whenever you find him in War or in Quest or something like that, then normally you're going to take a lot of degeneration damage. But if you fought a maxed out 4-star, I should say, it's not going to be that bad. 5-star, I'm not sure how bad it is at rank 4. Imagine it might be somewhere around 100, something like that, possibly, unless the person has what is it, liquid courage, and they have suicides. Would be a lot more. Anyways, finish that off. I believe that was somewhere around 200 hits. I can't remember, maybe less. So finally we have Loki, and he has Bane, so you have to worry about transferring that back and forth. And then also his first special is unblockable, which I believe I end up getting hit by it. Yes, towards the end I get hit by it, and in the final 2 paths, if you get hit by a special, then it causes heal block, which you have the degeneration going. The fact that his first special doesn't hit that hard means that you won't die from that. But you do have that heal block for 10 seconds, which, you know, provided that you're not low on health when that heal block kicks in, then you will survive. Also, if you're using Rogue, she shrugs it off pretty quickly. But finally, I was able to counter him right after the first special. The first couple of times, I didn't evade the blast from it. I didn't need to land that heavy attack to get the regen necessarily. I just wanted the extra judgment before firing off my 3rd special. That way, the damnation lasted longer. Was longer before he could start gaining power. And one thing I do like about the recent change, where it indicates which one is is from the node, because both damnation and degeneration have the same symbol. So whenever I be fighting Bane, I'd be confused as to which one is Bane and which one is the Damnation, and then it's really hard to figure out when I need to attack and when I need to stop attacking. But now I don't have that issue, can clearly see which one is Bane and which one isn't. So I'm not sure. Oh, I know. I was waiting for Bane to be transferred to me. That's why I was holding on to my third special. So once it was transferred to me, and then I went ahead and fired that off. I tried to time that heavy attack to where I got the Bane transferred back to him, but it didn't work out. So getting close to death right there, and fighting back. So lucky to have that regen, that health still or something. I forget what it's called. So fight's almost over. I'm pretty sure I get, yeah, right there. Okay, I was about to say I'm pretty sure I get hit by a special attack, but like I said, I transferred the Bane right back, and so didn't have to worry about that degeneration. So it would have been bad. Yes, it would have been bad if he had a lot of health and that happened, but especially if I couldn't transfer the degeneration right back. But anyways, this next combo, yeah, okay, this combo ends the fight, and there we go. So that is 100% for round 4. I did go back and 100% the rest of it. So, and you're not going to see all the rewards from map 4 because I did finish most of it previously. But I just worked my way backwards, did round 3, then round 2, then round 1. And then I'm still holding on to all of my catalyst crystals with catalysts in it. I'm waiting until December to start opening up those, but I will go ahead and open up the 4-star Awakening gem. So what I was looking for in here, it was I figured if I get Mystic and Mutant, then that'd be good. Worst case scenario would be Tech and Science, because I have like 2 or 3 each of those, and I just got a Cosmic, don't need that, and stopped between 2 Mystics and got the Tech. So now I have 3 Techs, and I have 3 possible champs to use them on. I'm not going to use it on any of those 3 champions, those being what you're about to see here in a second. I could save them for Tech Spidey, Green Goblin, and Doc Ock, but I mean, I don't know if I'm even going to care about having those champions as a 4-star when I finally get them. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around to the end. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.